Hi, my loves. How are we doing? All right. I'm just coming in for a general read. We know the drill, even though it's very general. If this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say. That is okay. I will be back some other time, okay? But I really want to see what is this weekend going to look like for this collective, okay? I'm recording this on a Friday afternoon, but I want to see how's the weekend going to look for you. What is coming for this weekend? What do you need to know? Oh, wow. So I got the Queen of Cups in reverse and then the Six of Swords in reverse. And then I got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm impressed. That's kind of why I'm like, There is, again, it's very general, so take this however this applies to you. But it's like, I feel like I'm kind of hearing gender doesn't matter. The lover girl in you is gone. And it's not so much that you're not going to provide that, for somebody someday, or you're still not open-minded to another connection or another adventure, another situation. It doesn't, whatever this applies to. But when it comes to a particular person or situation, you're done with the BS. The lover girl in you is gone. It's kind of like that saying, I needed you to do that one thing so I could never look back or talk to you ever again. And I feel like something recently, is about to come up, and it could be this weekend. I feel like with that Queen of Cups in reverse, you're already embodying whatever comes to the situation, person, whatever this applies to. Your emotions or your feelings for them are starting to fade off. They're about to say or do something for you to be like, okay, I'm really done here. It's gone. And that's where I kind of nodded my head going, I'm impressed, because maybe you've been used to giving this thing the benefit of the doubt, giving excuses, seeing the potential of certain things. You're no longer doing that nonsense. With the Nine of Cups at the bottom deck, it's going to be this weekend of you're about to see how far you've actually come in your own healing journey, in your own feminine energy. Gender doesn't matter, okay? Because that's kind of what I'm getting out of this. That's why I said the lover girl or the lover boy in you as when it comes to the situation. But there's a reason I'm bringing up this situation. I'm hearing not everybody's bad. Just because this person or this situation or whatever treated you like dog does not mean the next thing will. When it comes to this situation, you are not meant to move forward with it. You were meant to cut this off. Let me see what is coming as far as for them, because I'm hearing they're about to do the one thing for you to be like, okay, and then I got the Four of Wands and then the Star right there. Ooh. I needed you to do that one thing so I can never see or hear from you again. I'm going to be honest, and like I said, this is really a reading. It could trigger you. It may not. You may see somebody else, whatever this is, get into a commitment with something else. Again, very general. This could apply to love, a job, family member, whatever the case is. It's like they are going to be the ones to, quote, move on from you. And it's going to give you that reassurance of, I should have never hold on to this. It's really time for me to sail to calmer waters with myself. So there's been a small part of you. That's where I was saying with the Star, you've always been hooked up on the potential, and that's what always kept you stuck. You know what they're doing to you in the mundane is not all the way 3, 2, 1 on my timer sign. Something's coming this weekend, and it may be a little bit triggering for this collective. I'm not going to lie. You're going to see something out of that person or situation that they're going to be committed elsewhere, or they're going to have their eyes somewhere else, whatever the case is, for you to be like, okay, that's what I needed you to do for me to move on. But I feel like you've always had with that Queen of Cups, though, that sweet, soft spot. And you could have been hung up on this for a minute. But like I said, recently, I think things are detaching. You're starting to get over it. You're losing feelings for the situation. You're not as hooked up on, but it's like they're about to do something with that Four of Wands. But I feel like, though, like I said, as much as the Moon in reverse, wow, lies. Let me do one more for that Moon, because there is something that is coming. I think you're about to see something. Oh, wow, I got the Emperor. This is definitely a person. And like I said, for some of you, it can very much be a situation, whatever the case is. I'm telling you, yeah, Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing, and the reason I'm hearing you've always been hooked up, there's a reason I kept talking about you've been hooked up on the potential, whatever the case is, for the future. Like I said, this could apply a family, friend, lover, however this applies to. For some of you, this could apply about like a job of some form or an opportunity of some form, but I'm seeing with the Emperor, this is more of a person. I got Pisces and Aries energy right here. I also got Cancer and Scorpio also here as well. you or this person, I felt like this is an energy of they've always led you on. And there's a reason you've been hung up on this. You've been hung up on the potential because they've always fed you potentials with that moon in reverse. That's all lies. That's delusions, you know, and I feel like this person has always fed you delusions. And you're about to see something with that Four of Wands. I think it's going to trigger you. I think maybe, sorry, I don't mean trigger this collective. Yeah, Eight of Cups in reverse. Both of you in your own right have always held on to each other. But for this person, it's for their own, quote, personal power, which with the moon, it's all going to downfold in the end. We all know how karma works, right? But it's more of, again, you're about to see something for me. And that's where I said at the beginning of the reading, you're about to see something or hear something. Maybe it's from this person. Maybe it's on social media, whatever the case is. Mutuals. Okay, you did that one thing for me to never talk to you again. And it's not so much, let me see what the Four of Wands, of like anger, but it's like, okay, now I get it. Yeah, Knight of Cups. I'm telling you, they're going to get their cup to somebody. I'm telling you right now, they're going to give their cup to somebody else. Or tempt to. Six of Swords in reverse. Why have you never... Okay, yeah, Page of Swords and Page of Swords upright. I said reverse for a reason, but that's where I was saying, like, you both, I feel like this collective, though, you've never seen the situation properly. As bad as it sounds, you never, even though, yes, there's some detachments and some things starting to surface level things up, you never saw the situation for how it truly was. As bad as it sounds, I feel like this person, especially with that Emperor energy, has kind of made it clear in their own right where they stood with you, which is Knight of Cups energy, Casanova, Prince Charming, very seductive, not very masculine energy. But that's where the lie is coming from, because Emperor is the best masculine energy you can get out of tarot. I feel like they've always presented this to you, you know, like, oh, I'll do this for you, I'll do this, I'll come back, I'll wait for me, whatever the case is, whatever lies they fed to you, you've always bought into it. But over time, because you haven't seen much improvement, correct, you're pulling away more and more, and you're about to get that slap on the wall of, yeah, you should really move on from this. This is not good. Yeah, King of Swords in reverse. This person's very cold. They're very shallow is more of the verbiage I kind of want to use out of this. You could be seeing foxes right now. Like, that kind of came into my head for a reason. I'm also hearing snakes. Be careful. It's very sneaky. Let's see more of this Queen of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles. I feel like to note this is really also your reading. I feel like you've asked a sign from the universe. Please give me a sign that this person's meant to be in my life or meant to be in my energy. You're about to get it. As bad as it sounds, this is a given of be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. There is something maybe on our last new moon, specifically with that moon energy. You clearly work with moon cycles. Maybe there was something you asked of, give me a sign, and they're like, okay. And sometimes when you ask for a sign from the universe, you got to be careful. You may get something you don't want to hear. But as bad as it sounds, I feel like this is a collective. You asked for a sign when it comes to this, and it may come off a little bit triggering, because it's kind of like, now I just want to see what his source's advice to this collective as far as moving forward. Okay, Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, the Fool in reverse, and then I got the Knight of Pentacles. One second. Moving forward with yourself, when it comes to getting yourself evolved into another dynamic, even with this person, doesn't matter. Do not get caught up on words. Knight of Pentacles is my slow and steady wins the race, and when you get to the finish line, it's going to be worth it. And I feel like this collective, this is the energy you've embodied with this person for a long time. You've always been caught up on words, and with that masculine energy, masculine, gender doesn't matter. He doesn't just say things. He does things to change, you know, for you, for himself, whatever the case is, correct? This person never did. You've always got caught up in lies, in delusions, in backing out of plans. I'm bringing that up for a reason. They never fully committed to you during however long it is. They never made it sparkling clear to you that they've chosen you. But has this person chosen something else? Not exact. Yes, they obviously have, but not all the way, because what are they doing? They're seeking validation. You've been tripped up over a Knight of Cups. Very wounded, childish energy. Do not put your eggs on one basket for a weak masculine. Heal. It is okay. But let them do that one thing for you to peace out. And you're right. Never speak to them again, because you deserve better. Yeah, Nine of Swords in reverse. For this collective, it could be triggering, but you're going to be okay if this is really your reading, okay? I hope this helped my babies. But until then, take care and hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye, my loves.